All right, welcome back to the ESR. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat, especially Optic Muse, catching up our guys who are just joining the stream with what's gone down. For everyone else who's missed it, here's a look at where we stood after the winners bracket finals. Envy coming from the top half of the bracket, Denial from the bottom half after upsetting Optic Nation. They beat Noble Vanquish before matching up against Envy. Denial dropped Strike Zone Dom, and they did it by about 23 points. However, they were able to turn it up in S&D. They were able to win a very close Blitz game, and then that Sovereign Game 4 was totally out of Envy's control, as Denial was simply outgunning them and just moving faster from what I saw. They were just super aggressive, constantly putting Envy on the back foot. So, when these two teams met up again, I was surprised to see that Strike Zone domination was going to be game number 1. Regardless, this time, Denial was able to turn it up and finish 179 to just 112. A huge victory in that first Dom. So Denial, with all the momentum of the world, despite not playing, they sat a few matches out, waiting to see who they would face off against here in the championship match. Up 1-0, they headed into S&D and Replays. A lot of people have been hating on them on Twitter recently. I don't understand why. And I think you guys should tune in. If you missed this live, take a look at what Replays is doing in just the first 2 rounds of S&D.
It's going to be Replays and the crew.
Okay, so it is going to be Denial. Maven, who are you taking in this search?
I really think Denial's going to take it. They've just looked more consistent so far in S&D from what I've seen. I know you said that Envy plays well on this particular map, but I just think they're a little bit down on each other right now, even after coming off that 6 series in the losers bracket finals.
It's just that confidence. It's that confidence that has really put the, like, I've never seen, I've known Study for a very long time. We hang out quite a bit. He's a good friend. And, you know, there's always been that tinge of doubt with him where he's always been like, well, you know, I mean, I messed up, or I didn't do this right, or I didn't do this right. And he's like, if only I could do this. But this time around, none of that has happened at this event.
Oh, this is a good play right here. They didn't get any, they couldn't find any information as to where Envy was going to be. So now the bomb is going to be rotating over to A. Nameless is going to be taken out. And this is going to be Replays just creeping up with the bomb. Down goes Study there. So JCap now is in a good spot. Yeah,
well, Replays is looking to make this work as he will be able to get the bomb down over at A. But, you know, we've seen this happen time and time again where it seems like the situation is going to pan out in the favor of the planting team, but then they just get pincered and mistakes are made. But Replays, though, is going to find one, and he's going to get the double on that one as well. Merc is going to be left alive here as he's going to be dealing with a 1v3 Replay. Saint Zuma are going to be the ones he has to worry about now. Merc playing this one very slow, creeping around the corner, finding one with the Vector. That's going to be an easy connection for him as he continues on forward here. 20 seconds on the clock. He needs to make this work here, dropping away. He's going to be full red, having to escape from this with 14 remaining.
Yeah, he just doesn't have time to work with here. He's got nothing he can do. They know right where he is. Replay is able to pick up the plant and 3 kills. Hell of a round out of him. You know, once he got the plant down to even move, he just head glitched the bomb there.
Yeah.
Sat and waited for the push around that corner, and that's the problem. You know, Envy tried to force all from the same side. They came from that backside, didn't try to push through Zig, didn't try to wrap around. They all pushed from the same spot, lined it up easy for Replays.
I'm really proud of Replays as well, man. You know, he's had one of the most struggled-filled Call of Duty Go seasons of all time. I mean, he joined FaZe and things were going well, but they were never getting the placings they wanted. And finally, he's starting to see some success here towards the end. So I'm proud of the guy, man.
Yeah, Replays, I mean, I hung out, another friend of mine, too. I mean, I don't know these guys for such a long time.
You're just friends with everyone.
Well, no, but, you know, like in particular, when I look at this team here, especially with Replays and Study, like I've known them, we hang out, we play games together, and you always hear about this struggle that they have, and now it's good to see them, you know, feeling well here. But, of course, looking at Envy now, dealing with this 2v3, and, of course, this is not the most advantageous positions here. Maven, what do they need to do here? I mean,
not let Replays get in behind and get 2 easy flank kills as he's jumped out to 5-0 already. We're on with Merc again as he's at a disadvantage here. Again, player and loading player to his left outside of post, not able to pick up either. Another kill for Replays. Wow. He cleans up JCap as well. 7 of the first 8 kills go to Replays. He is rolling.
Look at this kill cam here. Finding one, he lines up the second one perfectly. Replays is just on fire. He's 7-0, guys. 7-0.
Look at the arrows on the minimap. Just 3 hawking on that bomb. It's going to be so difficult for them to try and get a grab and plant. But that is Nameless, able to grab one, turns this into a 3v3 as he checks the flank.
That's those money eights right there. That
Yeah,
angle.
it is. It is.
That angle's absurd.
Well,
Yeah, 2 good angles, too.
I mean, Nameless is watching the flank. There is going to be an engagement up top. That's going to be JCap. JCap's now going to be able to pinch them, and he's going to be cleaned up. So now this is going to be a 2v1.
All up the Nameless, who's putting down some shots. He finds one in the middle. Now it's going to be 22 seconds, but that's going to make it 5-3 as Saints will be there for the stop. That's his 10th kill of the game, Scott. 10th kill.
Dude, he's playing amazing. I mean, and the crazy thing is that Replays is right there with him. We haven't even really spoken about Saints up until just now when we realized, oh, you have 10 kills.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true. But now, Envy on the hot seat here. If they go down 2-0 in this series, our next game type will be Freight Blitz. That is just...
That's a good game type for Envy as well, though.
It is.
We watched them play against Optic Nation. They are very, very dominant at that game type. But I don't know, already here, two of them go down. They have to be a little bit demoralized here. We're on board with Merc as he is going to be looking to find someone. They're going to be all over American Formal. Also lingering around Maven. It's not looking good.
Now that he's going to be stuck in a 1v4 here with 40 seconds left to go. Bomb is down. Ankles broken. Going to try to see if he can pick up these kills.
There you go.
He's got a player basically from every angle. 6-3. Game 2 goes to now 2-0 lead in this first best of 5. And this is not looking good for Team Envious.
What a performance by Replays to kick that one off. Saints finishing double digits. The entire Denial team coming in clutch. And I just read some of the chat. One of you said they were playing with delusional confidence. I don't know if there was anything delusional about their run at UMG. These guys just played confident from the start, and it was really paying off, trusting each other, trusting themselves. There was a big opportunity for the Envy guys to kind of come back and tie this one up at 4 apiece. Nameless picked up 2 kills, almost had the 3rd, but fell just short, and Denial did not let Envy back in the game, shutting it down. So Denial now up 2-0 after winning Strike Zone domination, as well as Warhawk S&D. That set up a final Game 3 Blitz. Envy, they needed to win 2 best of 5s. To win this first one, they need to win 3 straight. Let's see how they did.
I feel Envy plays stronger on is now going to be theirs.
It's so funny that you were going to bring that up because I was going to ask you which side does Envy prefer. But, I mean, taking a look at it, I mean, Formal is 18-10. That's exactly the performance they need from him, and he starts off with 2 kills.
Well, I just want to point this out, though. In the Optic Nation match, I believe, which was I believe it was Blitz,
It was this
right?
game type, yeah.
It was Blitz, right. They preferred, or not preferred maybe, but it just seemed to work out 10 times better than for them to force them in crates.
They do, honestly, they do really well on either side a lot of time. I don't know if they actually have a favorite. I've seen
that was
them put
domination,
up
as a
big
matter of
numbers
fact.
on
Sorry,
each, but
that was domination.
I think if they like to play that high right, go through a fire, jump across, and then dunk those in from up top. But they've got a ways to go in this series. They've got to take this game 3.
Well, it's got to be a little bit. Sorry to cut you off, Alex, but Denial has to be very, very worried right now because they're turtling and they're not getting up at all. That imaginary 50-yard line, they haven't even looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, despite that game type being domination, I pointed out before, actually brain farted on that one. Still, though, I mean, Envy, I would imagine that they would want this kind of control actually to push up. And you mentioned about Denial turtling, but sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to turtle in order for you to stop an onslaught, right? I mean, they're going to be able to convert a score here, and that's 5-3. So, yeah, sure, pressure was applied, but who's right now leading on the scoreboard?
Yeah, no, you're completely correct. They're able to put one more on the board, so this side is going to be a 1-0 lead for them. 2 down for either team right now. Formal trying to apply pressure across him. Matt gets one. There was one left side as well, but he should be able to push up either through fire or through the mid lane. We'll see if he tries to take a top route or if he's just going to stay in front of their 50-yard line here and just be a pass. Yeah, it looks like he is playing up top, and this is the route we'll see a lot out of Formal. There is one player up there, though. One below. They sniffed that out. Great job by Zuma.
Formal was hoping to be a nuisance, and, he did so for a little while, but it was, after a while, the other team's just going to call you out and pincer you there. So wasn't much he could do there, and still credit to Denial for actually keeping focus on everything else that was going on in there, knowing that Formal was causing a lot of problems for them over in Owens.
Oh, well, there is actually a member of Denial who snuck behind. It's going to be Replays. Replays has one. Oh, JCap gets knifed, and now he's going to have the chance to go into the base. There's going to be one guy there. He does have help from up top. That's going to be Zuma. Zuma. He's going to creep. He's creeping on a come up.
Well, because if they get this kill, then yes, that's going to be it. And his teammate is going to score. They know exactly where they're going to be coming from now. Look at over the Envy side. They actually have one guy, Nameless, who's looking to do something as well. But he's going to get stopped. Zuma's off that, actually picks that player off the spawn. Back over to Study, finding one bottom fire as he's going to push up or continue to be aggressive here along with his team.
Yeah, we're just halfway through side 2, and you really haven't seen anything out of Envy that makes you think they can pull this back. Both caps on this side have gone to denial. Not a ton of forward momentum out of Envy. As Study is shooting everything on the map right now.
Every bullet.
By that, I mean the one wall.
Yeah, that one wall was like, you know, I would not want to be that wall.
Look at how much slaying that Form 1 Merc are doing together.
Yeah.
What was that, 52?
Do the math, Maeve.
I think that's
50,
53.
Whatever.
We're waiting for Maven to do mathematics. He's so old.
So very old. But Study is here mid-map waiting on this white side. They have brought it within 2. Envy. Saints, though, slaying mid-map. Gets 1. Study picks up 1 as well. Make that 2 for Saints. 3 down there for Envy as Saints is going to push in the front. No one's going to be able to get there in time to stop him.
That's huge. A minute 30, basically. This is going to be very, very scary for Envy. Envy has to stop them from pushing, and they also have to increase the intensity.
Route.
Yeah, he almost got accidentally lucky there.
He really, really did, but it didn't matter. Zuma able to fire it through here, increase the lead, the 4th biggest lead of this game. Saints gets 1 on the defensive side. I believe those Formal was able to pick up a kill and punch 1 through, but they're still falling and lagging behind.
Yeah, and one thing you got to remember too, you know, it's scary to see a team where literally everything is clicking, just like right there. I mean, that is frightening.
You don't hit that shot.
That saved a cap. Like that picking that head there off the steps saved a cap. Formal was going to be able to dunk that if he didn't get caught short, but everything's going in their favor.
Yeah. Oh God, they were able to sneak a guy in. That's going to be 2 members down here for denial as well. Study has to go big. They're going to actually put that pressure on. I really like this play. 40 seconds, Alex. Let's see what they can do.
Study on the move here as he's going to be in the mid, looking to see if he can actually advance forward. And he's going to slide in, and he's going to get the cap. That's going to make it 10-7 here. And this could be huge because Zuma also looking to be a pain in the neck in the back. 27 seconds remaining, and a cap would happen here. They could potentially do it, but that's not going to be the case.
Wow.
That's it. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first time in the history of Denial, they have won a championship. 3-0 to Envy, the Gfinity champions, falling to the new UMG champions, Denial.
Big shout out to Denial eSports taking their first LAN title at UMG Dallas. Big shout out to all the guys on this team. You know, Study, he finished 2nd with Envy at COD Champs, wasn't able to get a tournament victory there. Replays and Saints being added to this roster as well by Zuma after Zuma replacing 3 teammates from Season 2 going into Season 3. So there we have it. Our UMG Dallas champions will top the leaderboard. And here's a look at our top 8 overall. Denial takes home $10,000 as well as 40,000 MLG Pro points. Envy's going to walk away with $4,000, 24,000 Pro points. Optic Nation finishes 3rd. Optic Gaming, losing to Nation in the closest 3-0 of the weekend, will take home $2,000, and Most Wanted takes home $1,000 as well as 12,800 Pro points. Team Caliber, Curse, and Noble Vanquish finish out the top 8. Congrats to all of our top 8 teams from UMG Dallas, but especially Denial. Overall in map count, Denial went 13-3. They went 5-0, not dropping a single match all week, and only dropped 3 games, 1 S&D, 1 Domination, and 1 Blitz. They looked incredible. The question is, can they keep up this momentum? Will they be able to continue winning online matches in Season 3? Will they be able to take another LAN title for Call of Duty Ghosts as Season 3 is coming to an end? We'll have to wait and see, but one thing I learned at UMG this weekend is there's now 6 teams for me to keep my eye on that could potentially take home a victory. Denial adding themselves to that list. We're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll break down the top 5 players when it comes to KDs from the weekend, as well as talking about our surprise performances, as well as underperformers from UMG Dallas. We'll be right back.